10% of all the new cars sold in Iowa come from the Carl Auto Group. Our neighbors trust us to have the largest selection and the highest standards. To our current customers, thank you. And to our future customers, see for yourself why Carl drives Iowa.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
Hello! Welcome back to the Cyclone Fanatic Halftime Show. I'm your host, Lea Nelson. I'm with Jake Brend and Chris Williams. He's back from Vegas. Glad you are back. Thanks for joining us in the Northwest Bank Studios. Iowa State
split
is leading.
The G.
Yep, split the G.
It's the only way I know how, buddy.
You need it today. Iowa State's leading Oklahoma State 10-7 going into half. Obviously, before we started recording, Chris said, "I'm frustrated, Chris, today." Frustrated.
This is exactly what I expected.
Yeah,
from this.
Yeah.
But why in the hell didn't they try and score at the end of the half? Like that was, well, there was a really bad pass interference call against Iowa State. And I think they were trying to, but it was almost like they were just, we get the ball at halftime. It starts the third, and we'll just see if we can take a couple shots. There was just no urgency. I thought Iowa State missed an opportunity there. Now, on top of that, the damn drop passes. It's like, I'm so over it. These guys have got to work in the offseason on it. Like, it's unacceptable to have so many drops in a half. And I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to overreact. Iowa State is, after I overreacted, I say that. They're playing good defense. The fourth down conversion was a really good pass and catch.
Great throw. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't kill Iowa State for that. I love Campbell's aggressiveness to go forward on 4th and 1 in the one situation. Didn't get anything out of it. But that we all wanted to come into today and have Iowa State win this game by 30 and have it be easy. It was never going to be that easy. This team, they're not good. I'm not telling you guys they're good, but they've been competing. And they have played everybody tough the last month of the season, and they're doing it today with Iowa State. And there's a reality of this, and Leah, you will know this better than me and Jake. I guess Jake had the D3 tennis career.
He did, yeah. Don't sell him short.
But when you go
can
in,
sell me short, it's all right.
When you're used to playing in front of full stadiums, and all of a sudden there's 10,000 people, and you're going up against an 0-10 team or whatever the hell, it's hard. Like it's hard to do the energy thing. And this is why I totally expected this to be a tough game today for Iowa State. The offense doesn't look great, but Oklahoma State's defense, as we told you all week, is actually pretty good despite their record. Their offense sucks. Iowa State, go out and get a score here on the first possession, and you're in good shape. But there's my overview of the game.
Yeah, it's hard to go from playing in front of 5,000 people at Bill Buxton Tennis Complex to playing in front of 5 people at Dubuque. It sucks.
Laughing because I'm like, oh my gosh, if we had 10,000 people in a game, I would be so excited. We were used to like 10. So.
I always watched. I was a big Lea Nelson softball. I watched it on Cyclones TV. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
My frustrations were kind of the same. The clock management. I thought Iowa State should have called timeout after that Cooper Ebel tackle for loss right after the 2-minute warning, because Oklahoma State ran the clock down from 150 to 120. That would have given you even more time to go down the field and get some points before halftime. But overall, yeah, we both kind of felt this way coming in, that it was going to be a boring game. Oklahoma State's defense is fine. It's fine to good. And Iowa State isn't really doing themselves any favors right now with the drop. How many points would they have if Cale Brazina didn't force that fumble? Would Iowa State be down 7-3 right now? So
probably.
Iowa State's got to be they've got to, not just at the end of the half, but they've just got to have more urgency on offense.
There's a weird sense of a lack of trust in the passing game, and I don't necessarily disagree with it.
I sense it too.
With Rocco's inaccuracy over the last 7 weeks, although not last week, but then the drops, it felt very, very vanilla. And we'll see if I don't know, like you can't really do that in the second half, right? I do think that knowing this coaching staff well, it felt like they were going to just come out here and see if it felt like their game plan may have been, let's see if we can just run it all over these dudes and be up by 17 and then just sit on the ball. Campbell loves doing that when he can. Couldn't do it. So now you got a game. Now you got a game, and we'll see if they're more aggressive. Offensive line wasn't great in the first half as far as pass pro goes as well. So that's something to keep an eye on. And it felt like I don't think it was a Rocco thing. It just felt like a lack of trust in the passing game altogether with that game plan.
Well, and Oklahoma State is kind of sending the house every time. They're selling
They
it to
are.
stop the run. So
Great point.
That leaves the door open.
Great point, Jay.
If you can hit a hitch and go with Eskelson, something like Bramer down the seam, there's got to be something downfield. There has to be. And it doesn't feel like they really tried that a ton that half. There was, I think, one ball thrown more than 25 yards. So I think that opportunity is probably there if you can try and hit a big play to open up the third quarter. And then if you can get up double digits, just get a stop. That's the frustrating part about that is you go up 10-0, you feel like, this is probably over, and then you let them right back in the game. So I think that's all I got. It's frustrating.
It totally felt like at the end of the half, though, Matt was just in the get to halftime mode.
Yeah.
And again, that came down to, I think that if this is in late September, they would have pushed the ball more. But Matt was kind of in the mode of, don't screw it up. Let's get to the break and see what happens. And then we get the ball back in the second half. I don't like it. I wish they would have been more aggressive. And I think they probably would have been had that offensive pass interference not been called. Again, that was a terrible call.
Yeah, that was what, a gain of 8, 15-yard penalty. So that's a 23-yard swing on one play.
Correct. But my point was that they were being fairly, taking their time leading up to that. It did not feel like a team that was ready to push the ball down the floor. Right. I'm in basketball season now, down the field. Push the ball down the field.
There's Aiden Flora. The quarterback is Zane Flores. So I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I get it.
We got a lot of Flora going on out here.
Can we thank our sponsors really quick before
Absolutely.
Of course.
Sorry, we just kind of went off here.
No, understandable, but I want to make sure we thank them because we couldn't do it without our lovely friends over at Channel C. They're the presenting sponsor for the pregame, halftime, and postgame shows. And then also shout out to our friends at Carl Auto Group. I mean, their vehicles are probably great in the snow, the weather that we're in. So
well, I got one. One.
Yeah.
That son of a gun truck can go anywhere.
That is what I'm talking about. You need it here in this winter weather. I hope everyone's staying warm.
I'm out of beer, C-Dub. Can you come pick me up and take me to the gas station?
I can, but I probably shouldn't.
No, I'm kidding. I got a couple if I need it.
You can just walk to Costco.
Yeah. That's close.
Lea, what's it like over in Eastern Iowa?
It's bad. It's still going. Everyone should stay off the roads. Is what I think.
It's still pounding us here in Central Iowa. We got a lot already, so I have no idea what it's going to turn into.
It's still going to come. So
a little bit disappointed that this isn't a home game because that would have been an epic one.
Right? I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking about that this morning. It's like it probably wouldn't have had great attendance, but I love snow games. They're just fun.
I think Iowa State loves snow games too.
It would have been better than the Ice Bowl attendance. I don't know how much better.
There's nothing worse than that Drake game.
Yeah, that game didn't happen.
Did you go to that game?
I did. I sat in the press box. I was covering it for Wide Right Natty Light as a high schooler. I wore my Beat Incarnate Word sweatshirt to the game.
I remember walking on the field before that game because I was like, I sunk.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even, and I just remember saying to somebody up there, I was like, God, like, I don't even think you could bet on that game. I was like, if you could just bet on this game and bet the under. And I think I said it to like the guys up in the, I was like, I've never seen a field condition worse than this. You couldn't even like step, but yeah, anyways.
I remember I parked at Hilton and walked, and it was like up to my shins worth of slush pretty much. And I was freezing the entire game sitting in a press box because I was just cold and wet the entire time. So I don't know how we got there, but this This feels like that game in a way. Just get out of there with a win.
This is Arkansas State all over again.
100%.
This is the exact same game. Iowa State got a little luck in that game and did enough to win it, and that's what they've got to shoot for. This is the exact same game. Same type of opponent, same type of crowd. Iowa State's probably not as good as it was at that point, if we're being realistic. You don't have a Gabe Burkle. They're missing, like, with Van Dinter out, Patterson transferred apparently. They're missing like 9 guys in the secondary right now. We were doing the math. So you're lucky you're playing this offense today. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, no kidding. Get out of there with a win. And
maybe get out of there, go 8-4.
Maybe do it a little more stress-free than the Arkansas State one.
I don't see that happening. The old movie saying, hold on to your butts.
What
well, that was encouraging. Thanks, C-Dub.
Yeah, right. What a great way to end this.
I'm telling you, this is not going to be an easy second half.
I know.
Anybody who's like, oh, they're going to, I'm telling you, like,
hold on to
this Oklahoma State team, they haven't won games, but if you've watched them, they compete.
Yes.
And I actually have a lot of respect for those guys. Coach gets fired in September. You have really nothing to play for. You're getting demolished.
In forever.
And they're showing up every week, and they're giving everybody a hell of a time. I got a lot of respect for that team. I really do.
The guys that stuck around, because they had a lot of guys quit. They had a lot of guys leave. The ones that stayed there, they are playing hard. They should have beat K-State. They should have beat Central Florida. Like they're not your typical 0-8 Big 12 team you run into. Not that you see them all the time, but they're a step above those old Kansas teams of the Charlie Weiss era and
this is going to be a game, and if it's not, I'll be really surprised, and I'll come on and eat crow post game. But I think this is going to be a really disastrous. We're going to be flirting with the disaster, which would be losing this game in the second half. I just think it's going to be close. I think the good guys will win. I think the Iowa State's offensive line, like there's a lot of things that I think will continue to develop. I think you're going to see a much more aggressive Taylor Mauser in the second half, but I don't see Iowa State blowing this team out.
Well, thanks, Chris. Thanks, Jake. You guys can join us right after the game for a post-game show. Hopefully the good guys come out on top. Shout out to our sponsors, Carl Auto Group, Channel Seed, and Aiden for producing.